Okay, so moving on from stationary points, you'll be using the same concept that we learned, that at a stationary point is a point where the gradient is zero. And once we get the x value, we can find the y value as well. Now, in these type of questions, they are done in a very particular manner, meaning every single time you will be first asked to make an equation. If they did not ask you to make an equation, you will have to make one equation anyways to prove the equation that they have given. Sometimes you will have to make, let's say in this question, show that area is equals to this. They have already asked you to do this thing, right? But it's not necessary that they will always ask you that maybe they'll directly ask you, show that area is 20r minus r squared. For that, you will have to make a prior equation. The way we approach this is, it says the sum of two real numbers x and y is 9. So you will say, okay, sir, in part A, x plus y is equals to 9. Now they're saying, given that p is equals to x square y, write down an expression of p in terms of x. In terms of x means y should not be there, right? So I can say y is equals to 9 minus x, right? So p will become is equals to x square into 9 minus x, right? Okay, so that's p. Now, when it says the maximum value of p or the minimum value of p, maximum or minimum, in either case, we have p in terms of x. We'll write dp by dx will be is equals to 0 for maximum value, because the gradient will be 0. So the first thing you will do is find dp by dx. So p is 9x square minus x cube. dp by dx, that becomes 18x minus 3x squared. And we put this equals to 0, and then we solve it. So we'll take 3x common. I think this will become x minus 6. So the values of, okay, this will be equals to 0 now for the maximum value. So one of the values of x will be 0. The other value of x will be 6, right? So that, acha, but a very important point now. Obviously, x cannot be 0, right? Can it be 0? I don't think x can be 0. So let's say in this case, x is 6. Okay? The question, be very careful, is asking the maximum value of p. What I know is that p is equals to 9x square minus x cube. So when at the maximum point x is equals to 6, the value of p will be whatever you calculate from this, okay? Be very careful with this. When they ask you for the coordinates, you will write down the coordinates as it is. If they ask you for the maximum value of p, you will just give the p value. Like in this case, whatever this value is, okay? So that's the first bit. It says, given that q is equals to this, write down an expression for q. So it's the same thing, right? In place of y, you will write 9 minus x and then do the same thing. Okay? I will just go through question number 2 as well. You will do question 1, question 2, all of them, say from scratch. In question number 2, it says a piece of wire is bent to form a sector. Mohammed, do you remember how to find the arc length? Bas, bas, bas. R theta. So if this is R, this is I, and this is R theta, and the total length of the wire was 40, I can say that R plus R theta is equals to 40. Yes? So I can also say theta is equals to 40 minus 2R upon R. Yes? Okay. Now, once I have theta in terms of R, it says show that area is equals to this. So now you'll use the area formula. And in place of theta, you will substitute the equation you made in the first part. Where is it? Here is it. Okay, so the equation we made in the first part was theta is equals to 1 upon 2 r squared into 40 minus 2r upon r. This r and r cancels. I have r in the numerator. When this 2 divides by 40 and 2r, that will make it 2 minus r, 20 minus r, right? And finally, the area will become 20r minus r squared, like it's given over here. Show that. Okay? That's the first bit. Find the value of r for which there is a stationary value. Stationary value means that dA by dr will be 0. So you will just say, okay, so first let's find dA by dr. And then you put it equals to 0. So r is equals to 10, right? And determine the magnitude. Okay, so you, in place of area, you will find the value of the area 20 into 10 minus 10 squared. So this will become, area will be 100. So this is the maximum value for the area. Okay. Nature, how do we find the nature? I will differentiate this again. I think we discussed this in the last class. I will get a minus 2. It means it will be a maximum point. Maximum, whatever the spelling is. And that's it. All of these questions will be done in exactly the same manner. You'll just have to figure out how to make the equations. Give me a thumbs up if you people have understood the first two questions. Magnitude means area and nature means maximum or minimum. Okay, lovely. So I want you people right now, let me give you a couple of questions. Okay, question number 4, 5, and 6. This is what I would want you to do first right now. Start. In question 4, it says express the area of PQRS, basically the shaded area. Okay, in terms of x. Now, what I know is AB is 20. Now, AB, the total length is 20 and BC is 16. So the total area is 320. 20 multiplied by 16. So that's the first thing. Now, I have to subtract the area of these 4 triangles, right? So if this is 2x and this is 20, can I say from here till here, this length is 20 minus 2x? Okay, so the area of this triangle will be half into 2x into 20 minus 2x, right? Finally, okay, the area of this triangle will be half into 2x into x. This length over here will be 16 minus 2x. So I can find the area of this triangle as well. This length will be 20 minus 4x, and this length QC will be 16 minus x. I can find the area of this triangle as well. I will add the area of these 4 triangles and subtract them from 320, and I will get the area of the shaded region. Uruj, did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, now give it a try and then check your answer, beta, quickly. Okay, I'll just quickly explain this question number 5 clearly. Look, we have to find the area of the shaded region, but this is given only in terms of x. Now, let's say this has a coordinate of x. So the y coordinate will be what? When you make y your subject, y will be equals to 30 minus 3x upon 2. How do you find the area? Length multiplied by width or whatever it is. So or we can just say x coordinate multiplied by y coordinate, right? So x coordinate multiplied by the y coordinate in terms of x is this. So first to multiply, this will become 30x minus 3x square upon 2. And you can write upon 2 individually like this. This will become 15x minus 3 upon 2x. That's it.